I think it's a very interesting take which the government is doing. I think such kind of platform is so important for the tribal filmmaker, and I feel this should happen every year. And I feel this should be a traveling festival also. I think every state in the northeast should get an opportunity, or maybe host a tribal film festival, so that you understand about the tribals from different states also. I think they should make it bigger, like by inviting more filmmakers, more films, the other tribal filmmakers from other parts of the region, or maybe the country also. But I think it's a very interesting start. I think it's something which will look up to it, I think it's something which looks promising. The way it's been done also, it looks very promising. Yeah. No, actually, I just arrived yesterday. Yeah, so I just happened to see a couple of films, and they were interesting. I think they are at par with any kind of films that are being made nowadays in the country. But I believe a right platform is very important. I think without any government initiative, that cannot happen. But I think the government coming up with such an idea of having a tribal film festival, I think it's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah. See, difficulties is not about the tribal filmmakers. Any independent filmmakers, you do face difficulties. But I always believe in one thing, if you have a passion for cinema, keep difficulties, make it secondary. Just go ahead, make your films. It opens up your path automatically. Yeah. See, my film talks about that coming from a tribal state, about the sense of community that we are losing. You know, so my whole film is set in 2047. It's futuristic, where because of urban migration, how villages are getting affected. So it's a film I don't want that such thing which I show in my film happen in 2047. So it's a kind of an awareness, you don't let this thing happen. Don't forget your roots. Your roots are very important. And I believe as a tribal, we believe in that, how important our roots is. See, for me, it depends from a filmmaker to filmmaker how he presents it. It doesn't mean like being a tribal, you have to wear those tribal attire. A tribal can be anyone, But what is important as tribal is the story, the kind of story we tell. Story that can resonate with the entire world also. You don't know a tribal story that we tell from our place. It can just resonate with someone sitting in Russia also, So it's important in that way, And I feel the representation, it all depends. It depends from how the filmmakers take it.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a huge responsibility of any filmmakers, to bring back peace. It's a huge responsibility for any filmmaker who should take up this thing very seriously without looking into any controversy or anything, But yes, it's also important at the same time for a filmmaker when he makes a film on anything regarding anything to do with conflicts, don't take side. Just tell a story with honesty.
Uh, I think this is a very good attempt on the part of the government of here, the tribal ministry. And for I come to Manipur very frequently for film events, and I've never seen or my tribal my friends from the hills making films, or I have never they've never been visible. And I'm so glad to see this, and I'm see our friends here, new filmmakers, young filmmakers from the hills. Yes, they may be films may be their films may be raw. You may find their films raw. Since I think in the valley you have your taste for cinema is quite advanced, and for hills, for cinema, for a Naga, speaking as a Naga and a tribal, I think for a Naga cinema is a new thing, okay? And uh, I think it will take, even in Nagaland, because of languages and a lot of things, we are unable to make a good cinema. But this, I think, but with the changes, with a lot of changes that has come about lately, uh, I think you will have a lot of interesting stories from the hills very soon. And I think you have to impart a lot of training and motivation to these people. And it will be good if the ministry can also have festivals out there, reach out to them, okay? Don't expect them to come down and come to your level and do. Maybe you should go up and reach out to them and have festivals and encourage them also. Yeah. So that is what I feel.
I think tribal filmmakers are quite few in India, and even if you look at mainstream cinema, tribal people are, you know, represented in often in very bad light. If you watch the old Hindi movies, Bollywood movies, they make them do naked, half naked dance and sing Zingalala. But we want to, now those days are over. Uh, Now we have lots of very good tribal filmmakers, especially from Meghalaya and Assam, and who are doing very well internationally. And they all have come here so that they can also inspire our young tribal filmmakers in Manipur. And also, we have invited young filmmakers from all the hill districts of Manipur as delegates. We provide them stay here, food, and even basic travel allowances so that they can also learn from these filmmakers and also get exposed to very good cinema. I think the government in India, they had two divisions, Films Division and NFDC, National Film Development Corporation. So Films Division is now closed and NFDC is the sole government body responsible for the promotion of film in India. And I think NFDC produces lots of films. Even 4 of the films we screen here are produced by NFDC. Other than this, I think the government departments also like take up small initiatives to give grants to young filmmakers, like TRI Tribal Research Institute. They give grants to do documentation work about the tribal people. So this is the only thing we have, and of course we have the national award where they give award to the best filmmakers, and it doesn't have any categories whether the person is a tribal or non-tribal. It's a open category, and I think regarding the tribal filmmakers, I think now, unless government jobs, I think in the art world there is no such categories. I believe that everyone is all equal, and we all have to strive, irrespective of which community or which tribe you belong to.